Hello, all my wonderful family and friends. It's a beautiful sunny day here in the Snowy Mountains in January. It's finally warm and we have something exciting to show you. This is our new form of entertainment. This is what we like to call chicken TV. These are our new 4 girls. Leon named them. We have Charlotte, we have Bonnie, we have Liliana, and we have Frida. Our beautiful girls have come to us from a friend who was moving and needed to rehome his lovely birds. So they are with us. Our neighbour gave us this amazing cage. It used to be for a cockatoo and they had no need for it, and so I've got the 4 girls in here at the moment, and this will be falling over. This will be temporary for the next year or so until our big house is built, and then we are going to be setting up the chicken palace of all chicken palaces. We're going to try and rival Daniel's parents. So we are very, very excited to have them. They're very tame. This one's let me have a bit of a pat. We can pick them up. They're giving us consistently about 3 eggs a day. They're doing really good. I went and I had a chat to a few people at the rural supply shop in Cooma this morning just to make sure that I'm doing everything that I should be doing. They're eating the right things. I'm having to make sure I'm buying a lot more fresh stuff to give them because I really want to be able to grow a lot of our own chicken feed, and then supplement with the grains and the seed mix and whatnot. They do have a little bit of grit now that I went and got this morning because the eggs were a little bit thin. So they're going absolutely crazy. Let me... Hey, you enjoying that bit of celery, huh? Mm-hmm. But yes, they are settling in really well. They're really digging up the place. I did have a bit of an area just behind me here. Their food's here, and I've kind of made a bit of a space underneath it. Kind of put some rocks around, and then I filled that in with like a eucalypt mulch, just to kind of get things composting a little bit. So that's where I'm putting all of their food, and then all this rest is just dirt, or is now dirt. It was the African love grass, which they go crazy for. So every now and then we pick a huge bunch and we bring it in, and but they've really dug up this, so they're using that as kind of like a dust bath area. They're going crazy with it. And then hopefully we have talked about doing a black soldier fly farm as well. So in the next couple of months we might get that up and running, and then that's really, really good for chickens, the black soldier fly larvae. And we'll see if that comes. We've had so much going on recently, we haven't had time to think about it, but we would really like to do that. It's something we always talked about, isn't it? Would you girls like that? Yeah. I could just spend all day in here. They're so friendly and they're very chill. Yeah. Well, until I put my hand out like that and try and pat one of them. This is my friend. She really didn't want me to catch her. Hey. They're quite tame. This one's got a little bit of a spot on her neck. It's a bit bare. I don't know if she's picked on or not, but hey. So one thing that we are trying to do out here on our property is reuse as much as possible and buy very little. We're very environmentally conscious, and we're just trying our best to not buy things. So with this cage, like I said, this cage was gifted to us by our neighbours. This here, what we've got is their nesting box, is an old dog kennel that Daniel's parents had for a while. And then inside we have some milk crates, and they're used to those. They nested in those at my friend's place. And then we also had a piece of timber that Daniel found, and we've put that in as a little roosting bar, which they're loving. So like I said, we are trying to reuse as much as possible. We are trying to be really environmentally conscious, not buy as much stuff, reuse where possible. So that's just something that we've always said out here. I know we are building a brand new house, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to be new. Daniel builds a lot of things himself, so a lot of what we build we are reusing material for. Some things we can't, some things we just have to buy. We had to buy a water tank, we had to buy a shed. The second-hand shipping container though, we did buy second-hand, and it was fairly well used. You know, we're reusing pots to plant things, and we're digging up all of the rocks. We're doing a huge big like moat around the chickens in rocks about 1 meter out, so that no foxes try and dig underneath. I mean, if they can dig through all of these rocks, they deserve a chicken, because they're going to be exhausted. So you know, things like that, we're digging up the rocks, we're putting them in front. We're going to be redoing the roof and some of the metal on there. We've got old metal sheeting, well, good metal sheeting that has been hail damaged ever so slightly. That was taken off my parents' roof, and now we're going to reuse it somewhere else. That's what we used on the little pergola area. That was all recycled roofing, and we're just trying our best to do what we can. You know, all of our scraps go to our chickens, and before we had the chickens it went to the worms. With the worms, everything has been recycled. We got an old bathtub from someone off Facebook Marketplace. The old piece of tin that's sitting on top was from my parents' place. All these garden beds, one of them was from my sister, the other one was an old one that we had. We're reusing the chicken wire around my tomatoes, we're reusing the stakes, the star pickets, because we had an old fence running through our property, a big like cross through the property. We've reused our star pickets. These are Daniel's bonsais. They're on cinder blocks and a piece of wood. There's chicken wire underneath there. We always have something. You know, this area behind here, all of that is old pallets that Dan collected from somewhere. And that's my old computer desk that my dad built, and that was an old cupboard that my dad had, and all those bricks, they were bricks from my folks' place because they were moving, and we thought, well, we can't let those go to waste, we'll use them. So there are a lot of things that we are, you know, we're really trying hard. I think we're doing a good job of it. So Leon's on school holidays at the moment, and we've never had to deal with school holidays before because he's been in childcare since he was 11 months old, and I work full-time and Daniel works full-time, and we've never had to deal with school holidays. He finished childcare in December. I didn't want to send him back for like 2 or 3 weeks before he starts primary school. So we've had him here, which has been fun because I have no idea what to do with him some days. And so today I said, that's it, we're going for a bike ride, and we went down to the local park. We took the bike out, and then we went into Cooma and we bought a whole heap of groceries, and we're back here, and I said, that's it, we're making bread. And we made a big focaccia bread and we decorated it, and he helped me peel all the garlic. We made an absolute mess, haven't cleaned it up yet. You know, we're trying to find activities to do. It's been good. I did get him planting a little bit with me yesterday. We put some basil in the ground. I have some seedlings, which is really exciting. I have spaghetti squash, butternut pumpkin, zucchini, and I have beetroot, which hasn't come up, I'm not sure if it will, and then oregano, dill, and a stack of lettuce. So I'm really excited to get those in the ground. Check these out. So there's my squashes and my zucchini, lots of lettuce, some dill, oregano, I think is in this one, and then beetroot in here. So no movement on the beetroot yet, and my lovely neighbour looked after them for us while we were away. We did spend a couple of days up north. We went and did the Grand Canyon bushwalk in the Blue Mountains. It was a killer. Leon hiked the entire way. It was 6.3 k's, probably a little bit more because we had to hike a really long way back to the car. And he did the whole thing. He was an absolute trooper. It was a really beautiful day. Then we went up to Singleton and we spent the night there. We did a whole day up and around the Hunter. We went cheese tasting, wine tasting, we went to a chocolate factory, and that was Daniel's birthday. And so we had a really big day for Dan, went out for a lovely restaurant dinner, and then we headed out to Cessnock for the night. And then we went to Anna Bay for 2 nights. We rode camels on the beach, which was really fun, and we went swimming with sharks, which was really, really awesome. They were just little zebra sharks, but Leon had a ball, and it was for him more. I love sharks, so I'm a big shark enthusiast. I've gone diving with sharks a few times, and I just love it. And then we went down to Newcastle for 4 days. We stayed in a really nice hotel. So usually when we go places, we camp in a swag. And we were camping the first 5 nights, and then we were in a fancy place that did room service. It was very nice, and they had a pool, and so we had a couple of days chill. Because we haven't had many chill days lately. It's been a bit much. But that was really nice. We've come back here. We're getting back into it. Daniel's back at work this week. I've got this week and next week off for Leon. Next week we've got a few exciting things happening for school. He's meeting some of his teachers. We need to go and buy some school uniforms. I've got t-shirts but no pants. And we went and got shoes the other day. So yeah, it's just been nice here. But just thought I'd give you a bit of what's going on with Tam and Dan, because it has been a hot minute. I did just put up the video for the painting. Which is so rough. I'm so sorry. It was a shocker. My computer was not playing the game and I got the shits with it and just put it up. I'll spend a little bit more time on the next one. But yeah, so just wanted to introduce you to our chickens and tell you what's going on. And as always, we'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it's more exciting. See you later, guys.